This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
I have such an important message for you tonight that I asked Chaim to record it for TorahAnytime.com so that children all over the world can enjoy it also. TorahAnytime.com is heard in 90 countries, is watched in 90 countries. So while we listen, children in Johannesburg, in Australia, in Eretz Yisrael, in Mumbai will be enjoying it as well. In this week's Parsha, we learned several times how just a few words can be a matter of life and death. Rachel Imenu, worried about the spirituality of her father. Lovin was her father, and he had idols, Getchkas, Trufim. She stole the Trufim. She made a mistake. Her husband was the Gadol Adar. She should have asked him first. But Yaakov made a statement when Lavan says, "Why did you steal my idol?" So Yaakov said, "That's preposterous." Says, "Ima asher timtza leihecha lo yichya." The one that you find your gods by will not live. He didn't know that his dear wife Rachel took it. And she died at 36 years old. You have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you say. How Yaakov would have liked to take back what he said all his life. You know, we all know the story of the ladder. We all know the story of the ladder. There's a ladder, and angels are going up and down. That's in Yaakov's dream. So everybody asks, why do angels need a ladder? You know, they go like this, you know? It's like you see an angel on an escalator. What do you need an escalator for? You know, why do angels need a ladder? It's such a strange dream. There are those that answer, you know, that there's no dream without something that's not true. But there are many answers why the angels needed a ladder. One answer is, one of the most famous answers is that when the angels came to Avram, and when the angels came to Lot, they told Lot, "Mashchisem anachnu es Sodom." We are destroying Sodom. Hashem said, "Really? You're destroying Sodom? Really? You're doing it? Yeah? Tell me, what are you using? Dynamite? You're doing it? You think you're doing it? Then you don't deserve your wings." And Hashem clipped their wings. They couldn't go back to heaven. They lost. They couldn't go back to heaven. Hashem clipped their wings. So when they saw the ladder, they tried to go up the ladder. But Hashem said, "No, you're not ready for heaven yet." He sent them back down. That's why it says, "Malachi Elokim oilim b'yardim." Could you imagine? They said, instead of saying Mashchisim Hashem, they said Mashchisim Anachnu. They said one wrong word. They couldn't go back home. They were banned from heaven for one wrong word. Come on, one word. Come on! One word, they could go back home. Want to hear something else? Yaakov goes down to Mitzrayim, and Paro asked him, "How old you are?" He looked very old. "How old are you?" So Yaakov said, "I'm not so old. But ba'at v'roim yemei shnei chayai. My life is a few years only, but roim, it was bad." Hashem said, "You say your life is bad? You're able to learn in Shem Veva 14 years without sleeping? You have such wonderful children. You have such wonderful wives. Such a wonderful father and mother. You say your life is bad?" He lost a year of his life for every word that he said. Oh, a year of his life for every word? The lesson is, we We have to watch what we say. You know, the Chofetz Chaim says, it's so funny. People are very careful and they watch what they put in their mouth. No, none of you, I know it. None of you would eat octopus. Nobody. Even if I tell you it's delicious, even if I tell you I'll pay you $1,000, even if I tell you I'll give you a ski trip, you won't eat octopus. You won't eat crab. You look at me, Rabbi Weiss, I'm a Jewish boy. Crab? But I tell you it's a great ski trip, 3 days and 3 nights. Sorry, Rabbi Weiss, I don't eat crab. I'll tell you, you know what? Forget about the crab. Here's a little piece of pig. Little piece of pig. I'll give you two trips in Camp Aguda for a little piece of pig. No way. Nobody over here. I know. Nobody over here would put pig in their mouth. What are you talking about? Chofetz Chaim says we're so careful with what we put in our mouth. We're not so careful with what comes out of our mouth. Like, I tell you, I'll give you an example. Mommy says, you know, you were fighting with your sister this morning. What do you say? No! You said no to her, Mommy? You said a no to her? No to her, Mommy! What Jewish boy could say no to a Mommy? You know what could happen for just saying that one word? Say no to a Mommy? It should never happen once in your lifetime to say no to a Mommy. You know what that could cost you? One day you're going to say, please, 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 I want to go on the trip. And they'll tell you no. No! I'm looking forward to it. No! Hashem says, yeah, I remember you said no to a Mommy. Mida connected Mida, measure for measure. We got to watch what we say. One word can make a big difference. Remember this week's parsha, the Malach said, Anachnu, Mashchisim Anachnu. We just said, Mashchisim Hashem, Hashem, Anachnu, come on. One word. They lost their wings. They couldn't fly. They couldn't go back home. They had to look for a ladder, and Hashem said, no, get back down. I don't want you in heaven. One word. People think sticks and stones can break bones, but names can never hurt them. Names can never hurt them. What are you talking about? Not a Yiddish guy. Not a Yiddish guy. You call somebody a bad name, the Gemara says you can lose your Olam Haba if you do it again and again. One word. Only never call somebody by a nickname that's embarrassing. Never! That's one word that could cost you for your life. It's a big lesson that we learn in this week's parsha. What comes out of our mouth can have a lifetime repercussion. Jews, that's why it says that we have lips and teeth, 2 gates to our mouth. As Hashem says, you got to keep your mouth under lock and key. You got to be very careful what you say. Chutzpahdik to a Rebbe? Tell me the Rabbi Akiva passed away, 24,000, because they weren't nice to each other. But to a Rebbe? They were punished because they weren't nice to one another. That's bad enough. But to a Rebbe? You gotta watch what you say. You gotta watch what you say. I want to give you all a bracha. You're all chachamim. If you're here, you're a chacham. You come to this program and you learn and you start off your week and you learn with your parents. You're a chacham. Chachamim husaru b'divreichem. Be careful with your words. It's a smart person. It's careful. Careful what you say, how you say it, where you say it. Everything is so important. Just like everybody knows you're not supposed to talk learning in the bathroom. What person would talk learning? What person would start? Imagine somebody is in the bathroom and he's saying Kriya Shema. What are you doing? You say Kriya Shema in the bathroom? Everybody knows you don't say Kriya Shema in the bathroom. So everybody knows you don't talk about other things when you're in shul. Not everybody does that. Nobody. You'll never find somebody learning Gemara in the bathroom. Everybody knows that. But just like you're not supposed to learn Gemara in the bathroom, you're not supposed to talk about the Yankees or the Mets in shul. Each one is bad. So I give you a bracha that all of you should think before you talk. Always think. Some people, their brain gets disconnected with their mouth, and the mouth goes without thinking. If the plug fell out between your brain and your mouth, put the plug back in so that you don't talk without thinking. It's very important that you should be connected. Think and then talk. And that merit, Hashem should reward us with everything wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.